Welcome to The Explainer. You know that feeling when your body seems to be holding on to stress you just can't shake? Or maybe you've wondered why some physical pain doesn't seem to have a clear cause. Well, today we're diving into this really profound connection, how our life experiences, especially the tough ones, get written not just in our memories, but deep, deep inside our own biology.
So let's just start by tearing down a huge misconception. When you hear the word trauma, your mind might jump to soldiers in combat or refugees. But the reality is, it's a much, much more common part of the human experience. And the numbers on this, honestly, they're staggering.
Research from the CDC has uncovered some really hard truths about what it's like growing up for a lot of people. For instance, in the United States, 1 in 4 people was beaten by a parent badly enough to leave a mark.
Then you find out that 1 in 5 was sexually molested as a child. And 1 out of every 8 grew up watching their mother get hit.
I mean, just let that sink in for a second. These aren't abstract numbers on a page. They represent millions and millions of real people.
And here's the absolute crucial point we're getting at today. These experiences, they don't just go away. They leave a real, lasting imprint. Not just as a bad memory, but as actual physical changes in our bodies, in our nervous systems, our immune systems, the whole shebang.
So how in the world does this actually happen? To really get it, we need to take a look at this brilliant, ancient system our bodies have to keep us safe. You can think of it as our own personal, internal alarm system.
Long before your conscious brain has time to think, hey, is this situation safe? Your body has already made a decision. It's a process called neuroception. It's like having a little safety officer in your nervous system, constantly scanning everything around you for signs of danger or signs of safety, and it's all happening automatically, without you even thinking about it.
Now, this system basically has 3 main gears. Most of the time, hopefully, we're in social engagement. That's when we feel safe, connected, and calm. But if a threat pops up, we shift gears into mobilization. That's your classic fight or flight response. But what if the threat feels totally overwhelming, like there's no escape? That's when our most ancient survival circuit kicks in. Immobilization, the freeze response. The system just shuts down.
So, this survival system is an amazing piece of biological engineering. But what happens when a traumatic event flips that alarm switch and it gets stuck in the on position?
Well, the nervous system can get stuck in this state of high alert, something called central sensitization. Okay, imagine the volume knob for pain in your body gets cranked all the way up to 11, and then the knob breaks off. That's kind of what this is like. A simple touch might feel incredibly painful. A little ache can feel like a major injury. This is the direct line connecting past trauma to the chronic pain people feel today.
And listen, this isn't just some abstract idea. Just look at the data right here. An incredible 90% of women with fibromyalgia also report a history of trauma. For chronic low back pain, 76%. The link between a nervous system on high alert and real physical pain, it's just impossible to ignore.
Okay, so the other big thing that happens is inflammation. Now, normally, inflammation is your friend. It's your body's first responders rushing to heal a cut or fight an infection. But when that body alarm is always on, those first responders never go home. They just kind of hang around, causing trouble. And that becomes chronic inflammation, like a low-grade fire just simmering throughout your entire body.
And that's the bridge right there. That constant stress response, the alarm that's stuck on, is what's fueling this dangerous body-wide inflammation. It's the very mechanism that turns emotional and psychological pain into something profoundly physical.
But here's the thing. This is absolutely not a story without hope. Not even close. Because if the body keeps the score, that means the body also holds the keys to healing. We can actually use our physical selves to help our brains write a completely new story. This insight from Dr. Vanderkolk is a total game changer. Get this, 80% of the signals running along our main calming nerve, it's called the vagus nerve, they travel from the body up to the brain, not the other way around. That means we have a direct physical highway to send messages of safety and calm right up to our brain, letting us retrain that overactive alarm system from the bottom up.
And one of the most powerful ways to do that? It's literally what we put on our plates. We can choose foods that help calm that simmering fire of inflammation. Things like fruits, veggies, healthy fats. And at the same time, we can limit the foods that just add more fuel to it, like all that processed stuff and added sugar.
And it's not just about diet. We can work directly with that main calming nerve. Simple things, physical things like taking deep, slow breaths, humming a tune, or even just singing can help build what's called vagal tone. Think of it like a muscle. The more you exercise it,
the stronger it gets, and the faster your body can shift out of that stress mode and back into a state of calm. So let's pull all these pieces together for a second and just look at what this whole integrated path to wellness really looks like.
Here's the big takeaway. Your mind and your body, they're not separate issues. They're one system. So taking care of your physical health with good food, better sleep, moving your body, that's not just some nice wellness idea. It's a direct, powerful way to calm your nervous system and support your mental and emotional health.
You know, as Dr. van der Kolk puts it so well, the goal is not to somehow erase the past. It's about getting back that sense of control. It's about becoming the captain of your own ship again, so you can steer through the here and now with a real feeling of safety and hope.
And that really leaves us with this final thought. If it's true that your body keeps the score of everything you've been through, what's one small thing you can do today to help it start writing a new story? Because healing isn't about forgetting. It's about actively creating a new chapter, one of resilience and strength. One breath, one meal, and one moment at a time.